Hey guys, it's Greg. In this video, I would like to show you an overview of Altar. This is a small card game for 2 to 5 players. It's a prototype, so in this video, those components are not final. The game is about leading one of the gods and trying to build shrines and temples in their realms. So the game is very, very small, very compact. It's only few components, and the whole game is based on the cards. So you're just going to play different cards using different skills and abilities that are available on the cards. So this is Altar prototype. If you're interested in those small games, card games, just check out this video. All right, so as you can see, those are the all components of the Altar. So we have some player boards, we have deck of cards, tokens of altars and shrines, and the box with this magnetic lid. I don't know if this is going to be the final box or not, but what you can find here, so obviously game for 2 to 5 players, 40 minutes, or rather short game, and yeah, that's it. There's no manual because the game is still it's a work in progress, so they don't print it. It's in a PDF version. So what do we have here? First of all, each player needs to choose one of the gods and take and use one of those player boards. Take one of those player boards. So we have the God of Light at the bottom of each of the player boards. We have also special skill of each of the gods. So, for example, God of Light, Paladin rituals count as 2 symbols. Protection against demoness and seers. I will explain it shortly. What does it mean? We have Ancient God, always begins first, wins draws, double warrior's ability, protect against warriors, Goddess of Love begins all games with an altar, protection against wizards. So we have asymmetrical gods, and as you can see, those asymmetrical skills are very different. It's not like a cosmetic change. So we have 1 to 5 of them, in one for each player if you're going to play with 5 players. Next thing is this deck. So this is the main element of the game, those cards. I will show you firstly some graphics. So they are very hard fantasy, I must say. And what informations we have on the cards? Obviously, graphic and a name of the character on a card. Those names are important, as you saw, for example, here, protection against wizards. So, Goddess of Love and wizards that I am sure are somewhere here. Yeah, here. Those guys are not working with Goddess of Love. She's protected from them. And so we have names. We have some kind of graphic, and at the bottom we have ability of the card. But that's not all. We also have those symbols like pentagrams, and also this symbol with hard to say what it is really, and those colorful symbols on the upper left corner, green, red, and blue, and also this symbol of this arrows in the circle. And those all elements are important. So now, how you can win this game? So when you're playing the game with 3 or more players, you need to build 1 shrine. This is one of the most crucial thing. And also you need to have 4 altars, activated altars, because you are going to build the altar in an inactivated status, in an inactivated way. And there is an ability that allows you to activate them. If you have 1 altar and 1 shrine and 4 altars, you are the winner. You can also build more shrines, and then when you have more shrines, the less altars you need to have in your realm, because this board also represents the realm of specific god. So now, when you play the game, each player gets a hand of cards. So let's say it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Each player gets some of the cards, and there is also a display of cards in the center of the table. So here you can take one of the cards, and there's also a deck. So when there is a player's round, the player needs to do 2 things. The player needs to take one of the cards from the display or from the deck and play one of the cards. And this is the minimum that you must do. But you also can perform additional free actions, and those free actions are represented by those symbols like here. So when you want to play this card, it's a free action. So it can be added to your one card that you must play. So in the end, you can play 2 cards. And what this, for example, this abomination does, until your next turn, all god abilities have no effect. So you are going to cancel all the special skills on the bottom of the gods. So this is the free action, and now normal actions. So this is the regular card. You're just playing it and discarding it. So add 1 inactive altar to your realm. So you're just basically taking one of the altars and adding them to your realm. So that's it. And then you just discard this card. And it looks easy, but in the end, some of the cards can destroy one of your altars, can deactivate your altars. Maybe you can, some of the cards even can steal some of the altars, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of negative interaction, and that must be highlighted. It's not a peaceful game. The next thing is those pentagrams. So every time when you have 3 cards with pentagram, you can discard them to create a shrine. And this is the thing. One of the gods, wait a second. Here. Goddess of Death needs 2 rituals to build a shrine. So this symbol of pentagram, this is a ritual symbol. And when you're playing as Goddess of Death, you don't have to discard 3 rituals. You can discard only 2 of them, and then you can build a shrine. So this is very powerful skill. But that's not all. There are also symbols like this. This means that this card can be played, let's say, into the realm of the god. And for example, if you would play this card into the realm of the god, warrior's abilities has no effect on you, on your realm. So what does it mean? That if you are playing as Goddess of Death, and for example, you're going to play an Amazon with this blue symbol, that means protection. This Amazon is protecting her goddess from attacks of the warrior. So if I would play this card, the Goddess of Death would be protected from warriors, and also and that's it, because she doesn't have the natural defense. Protection against demoness and seer. So the god of light, he has like natural protection. She doesn't have it. And that's it. You can play those cards with these blue symbols to protect your realm from attacks of other characters. Another thing is here, take up to 2 priestesses from the discard pile. So when you play the healer, you're just, of course, the discard pile is common. So you're just taking 3 priestesses from it, and you can play them. And why those priestesses are important? We have one on a display, because those are also extra, and I mean free action, and they activate one of your inactive altars. So this is very cool. If you have, for example, a shrine and like this, and you have 4 altars already on the board, but not activated, and you have enough priestesses in your hand, you can play them all in one round, because this is a free action, and you can activate all your altars, and that means you are the winner, because you have a shrine and also all the altars. And basically, this is a game, so you just need to protect your realm from the actions of other players, and you need to build shrine and altars. Now let me show you more of the skills, so you can have an impression of, you can have a feeling of what kind of actions you can perform. So I already told you this one. Here we have Fanatic. When performing a ritual, Fanatic counts as 2. So this is very cool. You don't have to have 3 cards. You can have 1 Fanatic and 1 extra. But again, I think some of them can be... No, but Goddess of Death cannot perform rituals with clerics, but she can use Fanatics with no problem. Next thing is Tempter. Choose a god. He discards all the priestess cards from his hand. So again, you can play this one, and then you can play a card that allows you to take a priest from the discard pile. So again, another element of negative interaction. Choose a god, destroy one of its active altars and add one inactive altar to your own. So as I said, I was not mistaken. You can steal, you can steal altars from other players. Priestess is I already showed you. Wizard. Warrior, the opposing god chooses to discard one card from their hand or in play. If there are no cards to discard, deactivate an altar. And we have also sorcerer. Until your next turn, all cards in play with this symbol, so those cards that are protecting your realm, for example. Icon have no effect, and gods cannot play cards with this symbol from their hand. We have already warrior, priestess, cleric, demoness, and the wizard's abilities have no effect on you, on your realm. And seer, choose a god, look at its hand or cards, and choose one card. The god discards that card. There's also a thief. That god discards one card at the random from its hand. So, as I said, there's a lot of negative interaction. There's also an abomination, but I think I already showed you this one. And here's a necromancer. Take one card from the discard pile and add it to your hand. So, like, you can revive one of the played characters. And I think those are the most of the cards. There's also a paladin. I think I didn't show you paladin. If there is space, add exactly 2 inactive altars to your realm of very powerful. And that's it. I think those are alchemist. Perform 2 action. This turn very, very strong card for this game, especially when you can perform only 1 action. So this is it. You are playing this game. You want to create shrine. You want to build altars. The game ends when one of the players achieves this, or when, for example, this deck of cards is depleted. I mean, not this one. This one is depleted. A game of negative interaction. I think this is the sum up of the game. The altar is a game of negative interaction. You need to fight each other and steal steal altars and abilities from each other. So this is it. This is altar, a very small card game, which is going to be on crowdfunding platform soon. So if you are interested in this, just check out their notification page. The game is made by the Red Joker, so this is the publisher, so you can find more information on their media. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one.